and we'll get it done. So yeah, without further ado, let's crack on and get there. Okay, so we're here with the Land Rover now, so I'm at my parents' address. So this is the unit we're replacing today. So if I come in here, you can see it in here. So it is this metal bit of piping here. So this is what sits in there instead. Again, nicely provided by Allisport. Okay. So we're looking at it now and trying to break it down. Looks like the easiest way we're going to do this is this clip to get the pipe off, and they're going to get this pipe and put it onto here to make sure it fits before I take everything else apart. So I don't take it all apart and not work. Next step is this screw and the one that's hidden in behind here, this clip, and then pulling it off of here, pulling this top plastic off, and that will get us access to the Jubilee clip on the exhaust end, which is the one right in there. So there's a Jubilee clip in there. So if we get the top off, it's just going to be easier to get access to that. So that's going to be sort of the first step, is getting all this top section off. So away we go. Okay, so I've got that little pipe off now. As you can see, this does fit over the top. It is incredibly dirty inside, so all of it's already coming off on this. But it does fit in there. So it's ever so slightly loose this side of the lip that it's got in there. So you can see this one has quite a wide lip there, and then up to the bridge bit there. This one doesn't have that little bridge bit, but I don't really think that's very necessary. Once this was on tight, it'll be sealed up really nice. So yeah, let's do the rest of it. Okay, sorry, I think the video went a bit blurry on that bit. So that is now that bit out. So all it took was just a couple of flathead posi drive, and I think it was a 13mm for the bolt that was in there. I'm not sure if that's what's meant to be in there, but that's what I had. So this is the EGR unit here. I don't know if you saw the I didn't see it earlier, but it is really dirty. The pipe was filthy inside as well, so hopefully this is going to help quite a bit. So the next little bit is going to be taking off this Jubilee clip, and these, well, there's 2 bolts here, there's 2 on the bottom I believe, and then that should get the unit off for us. The EGR out, as you can see, pretty caked up. Looks like is the valve open? Pretty caked up, not very pretty, don't like that at all. So that is the exhaust section where it came off there. And it's worth noting as well, the Jubilee clip that comes on that is one that's specifically made for these. Sorry about the focus. So that you're going to have to make sure clamps around that when you're putting it back on. So it's going to sort of grip those two edges together. So that's just worth noting on that one. But that's it off. It wasn't too bad. It was as I thought. Once we got those 4 screws out, you got the Jubilee clip off. Just had to wangle it away, and it was a bit welded on. I guess it's heat over time. Got that off, and then the EGR just grabbed both sides and just twisted, and that got it out, which is pretty good. It wasn't too tight in there, but you can see all the crud that's built up inside there over time. Same as the pipe. So I'm going to give both of those a good clean. So I'm going to give the pipe a good clean, probably give a clean inside there, and then get on with fitting the lovely new Allisport one, which I've already got oil on. Okay, so that's it all on. So we've got the 4 bolts back up tight. This is probably the hardest part of it, was getting this bit back on, but it is on there now. That's crimped it up. And then obviously make sure you remember to put your vacuum pipe back over the top of this one. So that's just like a little bit of suction pipe that goes on there. I believe that stops the sensor from going off. But other than that, just getting the last bit of the piping on, and then we're done. Okay, so that's it all on there now. So it's all fully fitted. As I got the pipe back on there, it was pretty soft, so I'm going to replace that. But yeah, other than that, it's all on there, looking pretty. So the next test is just seeing how it runs. Okay, so that's it all done. EGR is now fitted. So I'm just on the way home now, just giving it a quick test drive. So not ideal conditions, it's kind of had a bit of a thunderstorm, so I couldn't get all of the sort of angles I wanted with the footage. I was very confined to what we could do undercover. But I'm hoping you guys enjoyed that. Again, a massive thank you to Allisport, who provided me with the actual kit bit for it. I will put a link down to their website and the part itself in the description of this video, so that should all be there for you. I mean, straight away I can tell it pulls away a lot better. It used to stall a little bit when pulling away. Yeah, ever so slight, and that's just gone straight away. I can't believe it. So glad that's done. I'm hoping the MPG is going to go up a little bit over time. I know it probably won't be immediate. It's never going to be immediate with these things, but it definitely feels a little bit smoother. Again, not world changing, but it definitely feels a little bit smoother. It definitely feels a bit nicer when pulling away. Definitely feels like it's got a little bit more throttle response. Just it's a bit more on the go. So yeah, I'm really happy with that, and it's more for the longevity of it. Like I said in the previous video, I am planning a long road trip, so hopefully, this will help with that. It's not going to get the engine all coked up before I go. But yeah, really interesting video. It wasn't too difficult to do. I think the biggest factor today was the weather. We had a typical me planning. We had a thunderstorm come in the minute I started. So yeah, other than that, it wasn't that difficult a job. The hardest part was probably getting some of those brackets on. Get some of those brackets back on again, the one that goes around the exhaust section of it. But yeah, no, it wasn't that bad a job, so I hope this is a useful video. I hope the camera angles were good, and I hope it helps anyone else who wants to fit them. And again, check the link in the description for the part that I use. So again, thank you to Allisport. Okay, so back now. I just need to add one last quick thing. I've noticed on the way back that there's quite a nice improvement actually, and that is the sort of 2,500 RPM judder. I think it's quite common on those Freelanders. A lot of people sort of complain about that. Seems to be gone. I normally find when driving at about 58-ish mile an hour, I get almost what feels like a slight misfire. It's just slightly jerky whilst driving, but that's gone. So that's probably the biggest improvement I've definitely noticed straight away. Still too early for MPG, things like that. But yeah, I've definitely noticed that that's gone. It was much smoother on the main road as well. So when cruising along at sort of 55, 60, it was much smoother. Felt like there was a lot more, not necessarily power, but it was more ready at those speeds. So yeah, definitely a massive improvement. And again, just one last big thank you to Allisport for doing this video for me, sponsoring me for this video. I think it's really going to make a difference over time. So yeah, thank you.